What we be. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry you got to see us on a dual screen like this. Main camera not working. But at least the mics are working. At least we don't sound like chipmunks today. So, something good came out of it. Stevie Steve, I see you, my friend. How is everybody doing? Oh man, I didn't even get a notification that we went live. That's crazy. Oh, and that's probably because I'm on the wrong side. So, we are here. We are live. He said, of course. I feel like I just did something wrong. So, we are here tonight. Hey, babe. She said, hi.
Hi.
You look tired, babe. You want to go to sleep?
I really would, but I got some other stuff to do.
I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah,
You want me to do it for you?
I wish you could.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
So, we're here. Main camera. Hey, people. Oh, well, I guess we gotta talk that way to the other cameras because that camera don't want to act right today. So, but it's all right because we are here week 2 in March. How we do? Hey, ladies. Oh, man, please make sure that you give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that all the people do. Did I do it right? There we go, right there at the bottom. So hopefully everybody can come in. And we're going to give people time. I know I told y'all 7:15. Work, man, work.
As
So,
y'all can see, one of the cameras is not working.
yes. So, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. We realize that over 60% of y'all who watch are not subscribed. So go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification bell, click on all so you can get all the notifications every time we go live. And yeah. So, we in week 2 and we're talking about chit-chatting. Talking. Can we talk for a minute? Now I'm confused of why communication in a marriage is a problem because it took for you to talk to get her. It took for you to talk to even get her naked. It took for you to talk to get her down the aisle. And then after you get her down the aisle and put a ring on it, put a ring on it, now you ain't got nothing to say. I'm confused. You ain't got nothing to say. We ain't got nothing to talk about. We just oblivious. But it's okay. Because we in week 2. We on the series. We in our marriage and intimacy. Intimacy. those black people. We're in our marriage and intimacy series. And yes, we are stepping into a topic that a lot of couples wrestle with at some point, and that's communication. Sad communication. So, we're going to point out whether you're married, whether you're engaged, whether you are dating. Hopefully, you're courting. Hopefully, you're courting the person that you want to be with. Y'all are courting each other.
That is dating with intention.
Yes. Or you're praying about the future spouse. If you're praying for somebody to come in, so this week we're going to help you to get to know just a little bit more, because if there's one thing that can make or break a marriage, it is communication. You got to know how to talk. You ain't got to talk like me, because I know how to talk. I get paid to talk. But you got to be able to communicate with your significant other. Y'all got to talk. Y'all got to be able to, go back and listen to Tevin Campbell. My wife just lit up then. Can we talk for a moment?
You must forgot that you got both of the spot cameras on each one of us, right?
Yeah.
So they can literally see my face, every facial expression.
They can. Now I ain't got to zoom in
Alright.
too close to you by yourself. However the case may be, we'll get the other one working back fine. Shortly.
Oh my.
So, connection to the monthly thing this month, it's about strengthening the covenant. It's about strengthening the marriage. It's about strengthening the intimacy emotionally,
spiritually,
mentally,
and physically.
most. Yeah, them black people.
You put that there purposely.
No, I did not. I don't have this one assigned to a button. But it popped in right on time. So we're here. So last week we touched on the foundation, God's design. But now we're moving into the part that most relationships they get stuck. And that is communication. What? Why are you shaking your head?
Because we didn't talk about that last week.
We talked about God, the foundation, God's design. We did. Trust me. On Tuesday and Wednesday.
We didn't come on Wednesday.
Well, we definitely talked about it on Tuesday.
Partially.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
All right. So communication is not just talking. Ooh, I scared the dog.
Great.
It's connecting. It's understanding. It's listening with heart and not just ears.
What that mean?
That means my heart is paying attention to what you're saying. It's going from my ears and it is registering.
Gotcha.
So now my actions come from my heart, not my head. So disconnect from the feelings and the emotions.
It's going to disconnect from the feelings and emotions.
It's supposed to.
Gotcha.
So let's be honest.
Okay.
Couples don't struggle to communicate because they're bad people.
Why do they struggle?
They struggle because they're different people. I'm me, you.
I'm sorry.
Are we going to be dealing with this all night? I'm confused about what's going on right now. Is this what we're going to be doing all night?
I'm sorry. Like y'all got 2 intros. That's great.
So, I'm me, you're you. We were raised totally different.
Okay.
My background, your background are totally different. They're totally opposites, right?
Yes.
Which dictates how I process things and how you process things. And we process things totally different. Our form of communication. Do you know that just the fact that I'm a woman and he's a man, we communicate completely different? If you've never heard men are from Mars and women are from Venus, that is an absolutely true. What's that word?
Statement.
Okay, but what is it when you compare two things? Not a allegory. Okay, somebody gonna correct me. Somebody gonna get it. They listening, and then we express love differently because we received love differently.
We receive love.
Absolutely.
You like to receive my love? My love is
Can
so
I just get you to act
tender.
right? That's all I want you to do
I
is
wanna
just
be
act
close
right.
to you, baby. I'm so in love.
And the way that we handle things are completely different. So you got two different people, two different backgrounds, all of these difference, right?
Right.
So we have to learn to get on the same page. And you learn that. It don't just come. Because in my head, I'm right. And in your head, you right. So now all we doing is battling to see who gonna be right.
Well, I'm at least right. 50% of the time.
My Lord.
It's usually 98.7%, but I'm gonna take 50.
In your head.
But the other 50% means that I could be possibly wrong. So then that gives me an opportunity to learn something. See that? Right. It gives you opportunity to learn something. It gives you opportunity to grow. It gives you opportunity to learn. You know, because now you're right. Because when two different people come together, that's two different worlds, two different backgrounds, two different everythings, two different mamas, two different daddies, same sin, same God, same spirit, but still two different people. And y'all trying to communicate without understanding. And with that, misunderstanding will be guaranteed.
Absolutely.
So
that's why we struggle in a relationship. Because we have to learn how to communicate. And most people are not taught how to communicate as kids.
no, you're not, because some people are speaking English, and then you think your spouse is trying to reply to you in Morse code. It's boop 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 boop.
Well, that wasn't quite what I was talking about.
I'm sure,
But
yeah,
as a kid, you're coming up in our time. We were taught, you be a kid, stay in a kid's place. Kids don't talk to adults. None of that. So you weren't really taught how to communicate in the 80s. At least that was my experience in the people that I was around. It was a kid stays in a kid's place.
you're right.
And I'm your mama, not your friend. I'm your daddy, not your friend.
I'm still your daddy, not your friend. Not until you
Absolutely.
become an adult. But I agree with you. We were not taught to properly really
Communicate.
and be able to have an open discussion.
Absolutely.
Unless they was beating you. And then they wanted you to do all the talking. At that point, they wanted you to talk about everything. So, there is a question that's pinned since you made that statement. Mm-hmm. And the pinned question is, can you truly love someone and still struggle to communicate with that person?
Absolutely. But we're going to talk about that.
Got you. So, now, communication matters because your unity depends on it. And you cannot fix what you won't talk about. And we talked about this, about accountability. What you won't be accountable for, you won't deal with. And if we don't bring it up, we don't talk about it, if we keep kicking the can down the road, then our children and grandchildren are going to pay for that. So you can't heal what you won't express. You can't grow with someone you won't open up to. And I don't know how you think. Again, I asked the question. You talk to her to get her to go out with you. You talk to her to get her in the bed with you. You talk to her to get her to marry you, and now you can't talk to her. That I don't.
It ain't that you can't, it's that you don't want to.
Or could it be you just don't? You was okay, but think about this. We're taught how to get you. We're taught how to get you naked. And we're taught how to get you to the aisle. But we're never taught how to do marriage.
Absolutely.
And communication is a big part of marriage.
Absolutely.
It's a huge part of marriage.
Absolutely.
But we're taught how to men are taught how to get the woman. We taught how to, what they call it, Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
Never mind. So we're taught how to get close to you. We sing all the songs that we know you like. Take my money, my house and my cars. See, we do all that. I give you the sun, the moon, the stars, that shine so bright in. But we're not taught how to properly communicate with you, walk with you, really tell you how we feel. We go steal poems from dead people. And that's what we do.
Oh my. So the Bible says that we are to be swift to hear,
Slow to speak, and slow to anger.
that part. That wasn't just for believers. That was just written for relationships.
Because because you think about it, God really cares about how we talk to one another, how we treat one another.
Well, that ain't just relationships. That's
Everything.
That is every part of your life. You ain't even got to be in relationship with somebody to follow that. Ain't that is that one of the golden rules?
What? Treat somebody how you want to be treated? I thought that was the golden rule.
Oh, yeah, that is. All right.
I thought that was the goal. Treat
That
people
is
the way
the
you want to
golden
be
rule.
treated. Right. So, have you ever had a moment where you said something simple and somehow it started World War III?
Absolutely.
It was something simple.
Absolutely.
Give us an example.
So, one time, I told someone, "Hey, you okay?" And they said, "What's that supposed to mean?"
What do you mean what that's for? I'm confused.
That's what I said too. It means, are you okay? I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory, right?
It should be.
All right. So between my words getting to their ears, right? Somehow the message took a detour. Somehow the tone changed, the emotions, everything just went. And the part that really got me was all of the assumptions of the other person that flooded in and made the whole conversation go. And suddenly, all of a sudden, we're arguing.
So,
From me just saying,
are you okay?
"Are you okay?"
What that's supposed to mean? So let me ask, do you remember the telephone? The game telephone? Right? Now, I used to play this game. By the time we got to we used to play this game in kindergarten. By the time I got to the first grade, I realized that there were stupid people in the world. Let me tell you why.
This guy always calling somebody. Come on, Jackson. Do
Okay.
better.
People do stupid. Let me tell you,
Thank
I
you.
learned how people do stupid things.
Thank you.
Because some people intentionally changed the word on purpose. It wasn't that they misheard you, because I would hear the start apple, 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 apple. It'll get to me, I'll say apple, and then this individual would be like, apple, yeah. Orange. So some people like to cause conflict or like to make things more difficult than what they should be, purposely. And I learned that a long time ago playing the telephone game in school. Just observation.
Well, playing the telephone game, you also learn it by the time, if I was going to say 100 people, but I'm going to say 20. By the time it get to the 20th person, it done changed words about
2-3 times.
5 times.
Right.
But it's not because they're doing it on purpose.
Oh man, it might have just been the idiot with me then, because he just
maybe.
purposely
But
changed the.
most of the time, it's not because it's done on purpose. It's because what they're hearing has been distorted. And when I say that because what we have to understand that is that in relationships, it's not just you and me in the relationship. It's supposed to be you, me, and God as the third strand. That's the correct way. But somehow the enemy sneaks in. And now it's you, me, God, and the enemy.
And this guy.
The enemy comes in because the enemy hates marriage. So it distorts what's being said. And just like I said, from my mouth to the ears of the other person, somewhere something was distorted.
So that makes sense. Now, it's something I did learn about communication. And we're going to hit these little quick 1, 2, 3 points, like a quick pastor trying to get out for the Super Bowl. Okay. So, point number 1, communication is a skill,
Not a gift.
Now, I don't think people understand that. Communication is a skill. It is taught. It's like sales. Everybody can't sell, right? And it was something that I learned, that you have people who know how to, everybody communication is different. Because somebody knows how to go out and talk to people. Somebody knows how to sell and close a person. And somebody knows how to keep a person with them. Mm-hmm. But because I know how to keep you with me, I don't know how to get you. I don't know how to communicate.
So you got a salesperson, you got a closer, and then you have a relationship builder.
Right. So you have
or a retention holder.
They call the builder, the closer, the first one you said.
Retention?
The one that goes and get the person.
Sales.
The sales. So I was listening to someone and they said that they teach the trifecta, how to help you build one person that can
do all those things,
operate in all 3. I can go get you, I can close you, and I can
retain
you and keep you. So
relationship manager.
Right. So to me, that means that I have to have a communication skill.
Absolutely.
And that communication skill can be trained. This my favorite movie of Denzel is Man on Fire. Mm-hmm. And he makes a statement in that movie, and he tells the little girl there are 2 types of people in the world. There is the trained and there is the untrained. And to me, we're dealing with we have been talking about since we started talking about faith in January. People are trained in faith. This is the reason you read the Bible. This is the reason you go to church. This is the reason why you don't forsake the assembly. This is the reason why you don't think that you're the church, because if you die, then I guess we won't have church anymore. But it's pretty much almost everything in life is a learned behavior or is learned. So communication is a skill. Most people never taught, as you said earlier, how to communicate. And that's the issue. So, and people watch their parents. They go into survival mode. They have their trauma, or they in silence. So this week, what we're trying to do, dealing with this, is we're going to learn how to communicate God's way. If that's because our parents and our environment, I'm going to say our environment has more of an impact on how we move and how we communicate more than our parents do.
Once you get a certain age,
Right.
absolutely.
So it's a skill. Whatever skill you decide to pick up. And let us know what you think about a communication. Is it a skill? Should you be trained to communicate? Leave your comments in the comment section. And make sure you prepare your questions. Put your questions in the comment section, because we're almost there. Point number 2, communication reveals what's in the heart. You can't hide what's happening in your heart forever. It comes out in your words, your tone, or your withdrawal. Jesus made it very clear. It's not what goes in a man that defiles him. It is what comes out of him that defiles him, because what is coming out of him is coming from the heart.
He also says, out of the heart flow the issues of life.
So you eventually, I was talking to somebody and I was telling them this part right here, communication reveals the heart. This can be very dangerous if you don't know how to communicate. And I was explaining to someone about passive aggressiveness, when you're being passive aggressive, because you hold things in. You don't communicate things as they happen. You hold it in. And then it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds. And on top of it building, then eventually you're like a ticking time bomb. You're just boom. And then it comes out. The tone, the withdrawal, how you feel, couple of F-bombs, how you doing? Like you
Everything you've been holding in for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
doesn't just show up.
Everything
And then it's
shows
like,
up.
I didn't even know that you had an issue with that.
Yep.
I didn't even know that you had a problem with that.
Yep.
I didn't know that this was an issue or problem.
Yep.
So here we go. So, and number 3, communication is the doorway to connection. If the doorway is locked, love, intimacy, and unity cannot flow freely in a marriage. If you don't know how to talk, ain't gonna be no love in the night. If you don't know how to be nice.
So women, gentlemen, listen up. Women are mentally connected to their emotions and their feelings. So if you can't get to her mentally, you will never get to her physically.
So fellas, let me give you a key. Let me show you how to unlock heaven's door. Right? We like sex. Women love intimacy. Let me help you out, fellas. We like sex. Women like intimacy. It looks the same on the outside, But when you begin to peel back the layers, it is not the same. So here's the key to unlock heaven's door. Number one, it's good to find out what your wife's love language is. Stop loving your wife the way you like to be loved and start loving your wife the way she likes to be loved. That's number one.
Ooh, that part.
Uno, Merendo, number two. I don't know where that came from. Just go with it. No, Numbre dos.
We got all kind of words just flying around right now.
Intimacy starts way before the physical starts. Meaning that you, as my wife said, have to know your wife is mental when it comes to intimacy. Meaning that this is something that is strategically calculated throughout the entire day. I'm not telling you to break the bank, buy flowers and candy and roses, because that's not going to get you none. That's going to give you a thank you and a kiss on the cheek, and dinner be ready in 5 minutes. That's what that's going to get you. But you have to be able to talk to your wife. It's okay to send her nice little messages through the day. And here's the golden rule. This will also get you out of trouble with the police, but it will definitely put you in good standings with your wife. You have to keep her laughing. If you can keep your wife laughing, you will keep her in a place of joy, happiness, and she will be more open to receive you.
Absolutely.
If you keep her laughing. Now, sometimes you can keep her laughing too much and it tires you out and then you go to sleep. And then she be looking at you like, I cannot believe this Negro went to sleep.
My Lord.
That's how you like to keep it. Because sometimes you might go to sleep, but you still want her to be happy. Even if you're not trying to get. So let me say this. Don't do it just because you want some. If you really want to kind of have some form of peace in your house, keep peace with your wife.
Absolutely.
And that will open up a whole lot of doors. That'll get you
Absolutely.
things that you never thought you would get.
Absolutely.
That'll get you birthday gifts early.
And that does not mean happy wife, happy life. That is
No,
not what that
That's
means.
not what that means. What that means is you know how to have communication. You know how to joke with her. You know how to make her feel wanted. Because women, regardless of what they want to tell you, they all want to know that you want them.
Yep.
Just as much as we love the thrill of the chase, women love to be chased. So it's okay to come in and spank her one good time. It's okay to come in and just kiss her on the neck and just sometimes she would consider to be you aggravating me. But even when she tell you, ooh, you sickening and you aggravate me and stop hitting me on my booty, she love it. I promise you. So there you go.
Lord.
I just gave you the keys.
That's how he interprets that.
I just gave you the keys. So here's a gentle challenge for you for the week. I want you to ask yourself, men and women who watching, do I communicate to be understood or to win? Because a lot of y'all like to talk to win. Y'all, it ain't about winning.
It ain't about being right.
It's about solving
The problem.
Whether you right, the other person right, it ain't about
Don't
winning.
even matter.
I ain't trying to be right. I'm trying to get it fixed. So we ain't got to have this problem again.
Nope.
At least not tomorrow.
My Lord.
Okay.
All right.
Do I listen to reply or to understand?
Always, always, always to understand. Because if you're listening to reply, if you're listening to respond, you will never get to the root of the problem because you don't even understand what the problem is.
And let me let y'all in on a little trick. I know y'all go on YouTube, y'all see people debate, and they go back and forth, and it sounds like they're listening to respond. And a lot of times in the debate, they are. Because debate people do something that you and your husband don't do. Y'all don't swap evidence. Y'all don't do discovery. Your wife don't show up and say, here's all the evidence that I have on you. And then you say, well, here's all the evidence I have for the situation. And then
That depends on the situation.
unless you're stupid. And you left
Just saying.
and most men are stupid. Listen, and this ain't no punch at the men. We just got to do better. How about we just leave stuff alone that we don't need to be dealing with? But at the end of the day, you are actually listening so you can see from the other person's perspective. Because your perspective is not always the right perspective in the moment.
Or the only perspective.
Or the only perspective. Because there are 18 billion people on this planet. You are not that special. I'm not that special. So I just wanted to let you know. But I love you though. So, here's your setup for the week. So we just got through this. So this Tuesday, we're breaking down healthy communication principles. The things every marriage need in order to talk, listen, and connect without your husband shutting down.
Or you shutting down.
We're going to do... No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I was about to go on to Wednesday.
Oh, that's where I was going. Well, go ahead. Tell me.
And Wednesday, we're going into fighting fair and reconciling. How to disagree without destroying, how to apologize correctly, or how to apologize at all. And how to rebuild connection when conflict breaks it. It's going to bless your marriage, your relationships, and your little heart.
So, if this topic is already hitting home, share today's opening with somebody who needs to hear it. Y'all know how to do that. Hit the share button. Send it to the people in your contacts. Post it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever it is that you like to share. And tell people about it. Invite them in. Share this definitely with married people that you know who argue all the time. Married people, people who want to be married, even people who are in relationships who argue with each other all the time. Let them come in and get some good, godly communication and some loving from the pastor's Q&A.
Hey.
Yeah. So, do we have any questions, comments, concerns about today or where we going for the week or any questions or comments? And we also have the pin question, which was, can you truly communicate with somebody? No, can you truly love somebody? I'm going to take that as a no. Can you, the dog is growling. So can you truly love somebody?
And still struggle.
And still struggle to talk to this person?
Absolutely. It's the difference between talking and
okay. So let me go ahead and answer the question. Can you truly love someone and still struggle to communicate with them?
Absolutely.
Explain.
Because communication is not a part of your love. Let me take that back. It is part of your love. It's how you express your love. And we don't always love the person we're with. Because sometimes I'm just not. Every marriage goes through a season where they fall out of love. And they have to learn one another to fall back in love. And the only way to do that is through communication. I hope I just cleared up what I just said.
I get it.
I hope they got it. Can silence be a form of communication?
Yes.
Absolutely, but probably not the form that you want it to be.
But that's a dangerous sign of communication. Silence is dangerous.
Let me tell you something. If a woman goes silent on you, it is because she has said everything, and she has said it in 100 different ways, and you are not getting the point. The next thing is she has disconnected mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually from you. And the next thing, emotionally, spiritually, mentally from you. And the last thing is physically.
And then she gonna try to poison you.
No shit, don't tell people that. But she will leave you. Because at that point, she is completely done. Men, on the other hand, will shut down way before a woman does. I mean, if it's something you don't want to deal with, you shut down. And that's a problem, because that means there's something that needs to be dealt with inside of you that has nothing to do with her.
And sometimes men will go silent because they have said something and they just can't take it no more. And they not gonna take it no more.
What do you mean?
So sometimes men can be open and we can state what our issue is. And if we're in the process of correcting the issue that you have with us, we're expecting the same in return. If it's not reciprocated, then men move a little bit different.
So the response is important.
So if we are saying something, how we feel about something, or we keep repeating something, and then it's like, okay, I'm doing my part, you're not doing your part, then that becomes a problem, because at that point we begin to look at that more not as a communication issue but a disrespect issue. And men move differently when they don't feel that they are respected.
I agree.
And then that opens the door for the enemy to send Sally Jane Sue in, and then you wonder.
Not Sally James. Ooh.
Yep, Sally Jane Sue. Sally Jane Sue so up, and her seasoning is just a little bit better than yours. So,
That part.
so definitely. So silence is definitely dangerous.
A form of communication, but probably not the form that you want to be using. Unless, and we're going to talk about this during this communication situation, unless you all have agreed, we're going to put a pin in this and we're going to come back to it. That's a different form of silence. Right. But if you're talking about silence as in shut down and don't want to talk about nothing else no more, that's dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
That's TNT waiting to blow up.
Yep.
All right.
Any more questions, comments, concerns, love?
Gonna give it a minute to catch up.
There you go, right there. I just heard it.
All right. We don't have any more questions, comments, or concerns.
Well, I have a question.
Yes. Is it about what we're talking about in the show? If not, we're going to tell the good people we love them and goodbye.
We love y'all.
That's what I thought. We love y'all. And we will see y'all back here on Tuesday.
Right. We're doing healthy communication. So that being said, We out.